Well, it's time to take that clutch apart again for the millionth time. So I went to order a clutch boss from Yamaha, and it said 6 weeks plus back order with no ETA. So basically telling you because of the age, you're probably not going to get that part. So, hunting high and low, I really don't want to spend a lot of money. So I got a cheap China one coming in. We're going to see how that's going to go. I'm going to file the clutch basket. I spent enough money on this bike. I just want to see it run and ride it for a little bit. So what I need is this tab is bent up. So basically you got two tabs that you could use, and that one's bent up. I need to pry that down so I can get that nut off, then pull this whole assembly out. It's coming, it's coming. I don't have the right socket. I probably do, I'm just too lazy to look for it. I have a clutch holder in the house, but I'm going to see if I can just spin it off with a 3/8. Yeah, I didn't need the clutch holder after all. Just spun right out. Wasn't even on there tight. There we go. That should just come off. So yeah, that's what's inside the dirt bike. Once you take it all apart. And this is what you call your clutch boss. And you can see all those little teeth-like marks. But when I rub my fingernail on them, it's not grooved, because this is where your steels go on between this. Now, however, when you come here to the basket, you can see now that I got it out, it has got some pretty big grooves that you can clearly see, which is probably the reason why my clutch is hanging up. So you can see the grooves in the basket, and I have filed one down right there, and seems to make a difference. I've seen baskets with bigger grooves, but this is where we're at. These baskets are actually very soft, and they file really easy. I'm filing with the profile. Some people like to use a long file and go across like that. You can do it that way too. I don't find it's as efficient as if you just file one. You can clearly tell if you're not filing straight or not. I can tell you that right now. So, like, as soon as I start filing, that's when you can really start seeing the grooves come out. At the end of the day, when you guys start filing the baskets, the basket is pretty much toast, and you're just buying a little bit more time. You really need to replace the basket. But this is where I'm at. So they're all filed down now. All the grooves are out. Once you start filing, you realize that they are quite a bit deeper than what you can feel. And of course, when you're using a file on aluminum, it plugs up. So the welding brush came in handy for that. And I also put a friction plate in there. And the reason why I say people are so critical of going the full width to make sure when you file your basket, some basket teeth, I don't know what's the proper term, you're going to need to file more than others to get it smooth. And when you do that, you increase the distance on where the friction plate teeth stick. And because of that, not all your friction plates are going to be touching on the teeth at the same time, depending on how bad this basket is grooved. Because when it's manufactured, it's going to sit in there nice and tight with very little tolerance at all. And that's how it's going to go. So like I said, filing the basket buys you time until you can get a new basket. This is by all means not a fix. Trust me, this is not a fix. Is it all about the belly rubs? Are we going to go in for the belly rubs? Are we? What are you doing? Are we going to go for the belly rubs? Are we going to go for the attack? I'm going to go for the belly. And I'm going to go for the belly. Oh. Not, What's your little claws, Carmen's? Carmen's! Sometimes you play a little rough. So the clutch basket has been cleaned and I re-oiled those pieces. So let's get this clutch basket back into place. Tricky thing is, this clutch basket needs to go in a lot deeper than what it is. So I'm dropped in fully now, right there. So I got this thrush washer right there, lubricated. I just gotta get it to go on like that. Throw that rod back in there. Looks like my packages have arrived. So this is the aftermarket clutch boss. So this is the original one. It has holes on the sides. This is, oh, I see. The aftermarket one does not have the tabs for the locking ring. Damn it. It's not going to work. See, this one here, just drop it in place, has those things for that special locking washer. And that is that locking washer that I'm talking about that I need to put on and torque down to spec. This is our clutch holding tool. Gonna rest it up there. We're gonna take this nut down. 80 foot-pounds. That's torqued. I think I can get a little pry bar in there. Bend that up. Just so that the nut cannot back off. So I just kind of bent it up. See? And I'm gonna go with 8 Newton meters. Crisscross pattern. And then, yeah, I didn't hook up the rear brake or anything because I honestly don't think that we have it. Well, it's gonna be the moment of truth. Is it gonna feel like last time? Or is it actually gonna work? Oh, it feels so good to finally get this thing out. It's been a long project. I honestly didn't think I was gonna get this clutch thing sorted out, because once I got it all back together, I didn't even put the rear brake on. I put the clutch in gear and it wouldn't move, and I'm like, fuck, what's going on? But once I got it up on the stand and got the bike running and I revved it and was able to squeeze in the clutch and automatically would stop. So yeah, we're doing good. I am going to be pretty pumped to get this thing out and do some exploring with it and see what's gonna happen. Now that the dirt bike's completed, just getting the Country Smokers grill fired up from Cabela's. Oh, that smells so good. That's what I'm putting on the pellet grill. Wild pour sausages. These bad boys are done. It's supposed to be spicy, so we shall see. Right, it's motherfucking beer time. Got some session ale by Boiling Ore. Alright, cheers everybody. Finally, some success. Excuse me. This project seemed to go on forever, but I'm glad we're at the point where I can actually do something and write it now and then fine-tune it, and hopefully there's no other issues. But there's great satisfaction of bringing something back to life. Anyways, I'm gonna get a fire going. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. So I'll be burning fence boards for the next little while because we had a big windstorm not that long ago, and the backside of my fence blew down. It sucked.